All right, guys, part 2, okay, of our rewind age control nectar. Keep going. So the next ingredient is glycolic acid, all right? So it is found in some sugar crops. It is an alpha hydroxy acid, so an AHA. We'll mention this a little bit in a second down on the list. So it is the smallest and most effective AHA. It helps resurface skin by weakening the binding properties of the lipids that hold the dead skin cells together, okay? So we have flaky dead skin cells right on the surface, but there is some like fatty lipids up there that are like just kind of like tacky, right? It's just kind of like tacking them on there. It's like the little tacky, the gray stuff that you use to like put stuff on the walls, right? It's basically like that, okay? It's just kind of sitting there. It's just holding it on a little bit. But this is gonna break down that binding property, okay? So that we can slough off the dead skin cells and allow the stratum corneum, which is a fresh layer of our skin, to be exfoliated, exposing the live skin cells, all right? We want live, thriving, wonderful, healthy skin cells. If we have dead skin cells on top, it's like putting makeup on like a dry, cracked desert, okay? And it's just not gonna be pretty, all right? The next ingredient I'm really passionate about, and I'm gonna try to just calm myself about a little bit. Have you ever had anybody say, oh, I want to try your skin stuff, but it doesn't have hyaluronic acid in it, and I'm like really loving my hyaluronic acid? We got it, okay? Sodium hyaluronate, all right? It's not called hyaluronic acid, but it is the sodium salt of hyaluronic acid. So we have a dry form, and then we have an hydrolyzed form, which is wet. Okay, we have a wet and a dry form. This one, we take the water out, and it's gonna turn into a salt, okay? Basically, that's the difference, okay? But why would we use sodium hyaluronate instead of hyaluronic acid, okay? Some companies just use the term hand in hand because they're like, it's still hyaluronic acid. It's just the form that it's in. So, okay, first off, so sodium hyaluronate is distributed widely into the extracellular matrix. So I've talked about how in between our cells, there's all this goo in between, right? And it's alive and thriving and things are moving through it, right? It's permeating through it. In that extracellular matrix, you have things like collagen, enzymes, proteins, glycoproteins that provide structural and biochemical support to the surrounding cells, all right? So hyaluronic acid is actually naturally occurring in our skin, but as we get older, it decreases. So this sodium hyaluronate molecule holds 1,000 times its weight in water, right? We talked about more moisture, more water in our skin, plumper skin, less wrinkles, right? So ultimate moisturizing ingredient. It also promotes blood circulation, nutrient absorption, and wound healing. It is a skin revitalizer, which means smoother and softer skin, and the wrinkle reducer. So again, why use it over the hyaluronic acid, the hydrolyzed part, okay? Well, because it is a solid form of hyaluronic acid, it is more stable and resistant to oxidation. So oxidation is just the breakdown of a chemical with oxygen can break down chemicals, right? Over time, it's like corroding almost, okay? So this one, because it's dry already, it's more stable, and the oxygen isn't really gonna affect the liquid in it, okay? It's not gonna bind to those water molecules and take it away, okay? It also makes it H2O soluble, so water soluble. We've got water in here, so obviously it doesn't come out in a dry form. It has a smaller molecular size, which equals better penetration to the skin. So it's just a better form to use. That's plain and simple. It's a liquid in here. It's just a better form to use. So when people are like, we don't have hyaluronic acid. Yeah, we do. It's in here. Okay, and it's good. All right, so I'll get off that one. The next one is Saccharum officinarum extract. It's sugarcane extract, okay? It's widely used in skincare as an antiseptic, so it's gonna kill off the bacteria, and it's a natural exfoliant. It can smooth and brighten the skin's appearance, all right? So the next one is Terminalia ferdinandiana fruit extract. This one's brilliant. It is the kakadu plum, all right? So it is derived from a plant a flowering plant in Australia, all right? The cockatoo plum comes off of that. The extracts contain vitamin C levels that studies have suggested it to contain the highest levels of vitamin C possibly in the world, okay? So that is amazing. It is just jam-packed vitamin C serum in here, okay? So what's so great about vitamin C? In skincare, it's often used for its natural brightening effects. And as a natural alternative to the harsh chemical lighteners and the toxins that some companies or some products use, okay? So it'll help with the age spots. It'll help with the, you know, dark circles, or it'll help brighten and smooth your appearance, okay? Vitamin C is a natural antioxidant, so it's going to fight off those free radicals, which are the unequal molecules responsible for causing damage to the skin cells. So it's going to fight those off. Be like, hey, no, I want healthy skin cells. I'm going to kick you out because you're causing damage. All right? It's just going to block them out, which equals better cellular vitality and improved appearance. Okay? So jam-packed vitamin C. It's amazing. The next 15 ingredients that I have, boom, 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 all in blue right there, Rejuvenate Oil. You'll see in so many of our products that there will be this long list. Usually right in the middle, it's Rejuvenate Oil. And so all of those I went over in my other video for Rejuvenate Oil. So you can go through, look all those up again if you'd like, or just rewatch my video. All right, so the next one is Olea Europea Fruit Oil. It is an olive. It's produced from top quality olives, okay? So not just like, oh, we just use like EVOO. No, this is top quality olive oil. It's rich in vitamin A and E, as well as hydroxytyrosol, okay? So that has anti-inflammatory effects and is free radical fighting, okay? The olive oil can penetrate the skin and prevent loss of moisture, which obviously smoother skin, less wrinkles, okay? The next one is Simondicia chinesis seed extract. Okay, I learned in one of my trainings, it's called jojoba. It's jojoba, not jojoba or jojoba. Jojoba seed extract, okay? It is an oily liquid wax that is similar to what our body produces to protect the layers of our skin, right? It is very skin friendly, easily absorbed, and suitable for all skin types. But it can even make greasy skin more even and actually help with less breakouts, okay? So it is just the oil from a seed of a shrub that is actually found in, Arizona, South California, and in Northwest Mexico. Sorry, okay. The next one is sodium phytate, okay? It is a sodium salt of phytic acid, and it is found in plant tissues, mostly bran and seed, okay? It is an all-natural chelating agent. So basically it is like a magnet for metals. It's an actual magnet for metals and products. It helps the discoloration and the rancidity caused by metals present in formulations. And it works synergistically, so it works together with the antioxidants, okay? So metals are in our products, okay? Like I said, the banana extract has magnesium, it has iron, okay? It has these metals, right? It's not like heavy metals, but it has trace amounts of metals, right? And the cells actually need metals for like cell wall maintenance and survival, but we're gonna add something in there that's gonna magnetize them, and they're gonna occupy them from bacteria growth, okay? So it's going to make it unavailable to bacteria. So it's used as a preservative. It also has benefits from moisturizing skin, improving the elasticity, normalizing oily skin. It reduces the pore size. It helps lighten skin, all of the good things. The next one is xanthan gum. It is a thickener and a stabilizer, basically, is what it's used for. It's produced by the fermentation of simple sugar, glucose, and our common sugar, sucrose, okay? So it's just a fermentation of those sugars. Lecithin is a phospholipid mixture in oil, typically in sunflower or soy oil, that is hydrophobic and hydrophilic. So it emulsifies, it keeps everything stirred up, but it also is water binding. It's an emollient, so it's going to help bring the moisture to the skin. It also has skin restoring ability. The next one is sclerotium gum. It's a nature-derived polysaccharide, which is just a long chain of carbohydrate molecules, okay? It's produced by fermentation of the filamentous fungus Sclerotium rollsii. It's a fermentation of a fungus, okay? Unlike most natural and synthetic gums, it's resistant to hydrolysis, okay? So it is resistant to the breakdown from water. Hydrolysis, water breakdown, okay? So it retains moisture. It's a thickening agent, emulsifier, stabilizer. It creates an instant gel base, even in low concentrations, okay? Really cool. The next one is Polulin. It's a polysaccharide polymer, so again, long chain of carbohydrates, and they're just composed by a lot of repeating units, okay? It creates an instant skin tightening effect as it adheres to the skin. So this is actually, it's kind of like a film. It's derived from a fungus as well, like a fermentation from a fungus as well. But it's actually used commonly in like the breath strips, those Listerine breath strips, that film. That's what it's That's the stuff, right? So if it's edible, it's fine, you know, like we know that we've used it. It is nature-based. We're good. Dextran, I talked about in the Capixel video, okay? Really, really cool stuff. But it is basically a polysaccharide derived from the condensation of glucose, sugar. So it's going to be sucrose fermentation. It increases the blood flow, but for the reason I think that they used it in here is because it has water binding properties for the skin, so it's skin replenishing, right? This is all about adding moisture and skin health, all right? We have citric acid, which is a weak organic acid. It's another alpha hydroxy acid, oh sorry, an AHA, alpha hydroxy acid, found in citrus fruits. It adjusts the pH is basically what it's going to do. It's going to help it from being too alkaline. Our bodies want to be at a neutral pH around 7. And so this is going to make sure the acid's going to bring down the alkalinity of this, all right? So it's going to make sure the pH is good. We don't want it to be too acidy. We don't want it to be too alkaline. So it's just going to balance the pH. Fragrance, okay? So this is important. Like our companies are not required to divulge exactly what is in their fragrances because it is a trade secret, all right? But this is from Monat's website. Fragrances used in Monat's formulations have ingredients that adhere to the International Fragrance Association and the Research Institute of Fragrance Materials standards for safety. Right? So it adheres to those two organizations for safety. This is why you can be confident in using and recommending Monat. Monat's proprietary formulations contain a combination of non-hazardous, natural, and safe synthetic fragrances which are added to enhance the aromatic experience. All of Monat formulations with fragrance included have been clinically tested for safety to ensure that they do not promote irritation. All right? So they have gone on and exactly said, hey, it's safe. We've used it. We've had third-party testers. We do not let out a product until we know that it is not going to cause skin irritation. So it's safe in that way. The next one is sodium benzoate. It's the sodium salt of benzoic acid. It's found naturally in cranberries, prunes, plums, cinnamon, ripe cloves, and apples. It's used as a preservative as well. And the last ingredient is potassium sorbate. So it is the potassium salt of sorbic acid. All right, so that is a natural compound found in berries of Sorbus aucuparia plant. So it's the potassium salt of sorbic acid and potassium hydroxide, which is usually synthetically produced, but it's nature identical to the compound, so it is safe. So we can make synthetic versions of natural compounds. This is the paraben alternative and is used for a preservative. So that is it. That is all the ingredients in our age control nectar. So you can see that it is going to be high in vitamin C. It is going to be amazing in keeping those wrinkles away. It is going to be hydrating. It is all organically based or like close to, if it's synthetically produced, it's going to be the closest thing to natural. And one other thing is that I just wanted to make sure that some oils can be comedogenic, and I was researching that, but that's when they're used alone on the skin. When they're in a formulation or in a formula, that does not necessarily mean that they're comedogenic. So just wanted to say that. Non-scared and irritating, amazing age control nectar. All right, we'll see ya.